Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Hingeman Acres Canoe Livery and Resort on M33 just north of Mayo, catering to the outdoor enthusiasts. Cabins, canoes, kayaks, rafts, and more. Daytime or overnight trips along the world-famous Asabo River. A family getaway for over 75 years. Greenbrier Golf Course, Sage Lake Road, Lupton. You'll love this beautiful, professionally designed 18-hole course with a bogey golfer in mind. From pro to beginner, Greenbrier will have you returning for more. Enjoy the watered fairways, driving range, full-service restaurant, bar with Wi-Fi, and gift shop. Greenbrier, Sage Lake Road, Lupton. Rose Valley Winery, committed to making quality wines from locally grown, cold-hardy grapes. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road, Rose City. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Simon from Bay City, Michigan, inventor of the Grillin' Pal, watching Michigan Magazine and RFD TV.
Oh, thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Tom, as you may recall, is also the inventor of another grilling companion, the Poultry Pal. Remember the old traditional beer can method? On a previous edition of Michigan Magazine, Tom showed us a new and healthier way of cooking birds on the grill and inside utilizing the beer can method. Recently, Michigan Magazine touched bases again with this Bay City inventor who's come up with his new Grillin' Pal, a way of grilling without dangerous flame-ups. Well, it being summer and outdoor grilling season, we had to meet and try out Tom's new invention. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today, but first, it's time to make it happen with our handicap advocate, Dwayne LeForge. Coming up, Dwayne receives his first prosthetic from Orthotech of West Branch. Witness as Dwayne takes his first major steps in walking again in a leg designed especially for him. Stay tuned, that's what's coming up next on Michigan Magazine. Announcing the Michigan Paddle Sports Directory, your one-stop internet connection at MichiganPaddlesports.com. It's now possible to explore Michigan's extensive waterways like never before. Michigan Paddle Sports Directory is a comprehensive directory of canoe and kayak rentals and liveries throughout the entire state of Michigan. At MichiganPaddlesports.com, you'll find a great paddling route, outfitter, store, school, rental shop, or tour guide. Michigan's great waterways are waiting for you. Make it an adventure worth remembering by first visiting MichiganPaddlesports.com. Dwayne LeForge and family of West Branch, Michigan are on a mission. The mission is to make it happen. For the physically challenged, after a tragic motorcycle accident that nearly took his life back in 2000, Dwayne woke up from a coma with a traumatic brain injury and the realization that he lost his left leg. After more than a decade of physical and psychological therapy, Dwayne and his family are hitting the highways and byways to bring attention to the plight of the physically challenged. So instead of struggling over a decade within the system, Dwayne LeForge vows to get answers for you or someone you know that's physically challenged to get back to living and enjoying life. To make it happen now.
I'm Dwayne LeForge from Make It Happen, and I'm here to get my new prosthesis, which has been made by Orthotech. And as you know from the other segments, I've been around trying to find the right place, and Mike has made me a leg, and today we're going to show you how easy it is to have something put on when you don't have anything here. So I want you to sit back at your homes and view this, and I'm going to let Mike explain a little bit about the technique, seeing that nobody else could build me a leg. So I'm very proud to be part of Orthotech, and I'll let him tell you about what he's doing for me.
Thanks, Dwayne. And actually, we're not doing anything that we wouldn't do for anybody. His first comment was to show you how easy it is. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's that easy, but what we did is it was research and development, it was trial and error. And so we come up with a couple different versions of a suction type system. We went back to, old school type belts, leather belts and things. And I'd like to show you, actually, I have a surprise for Dwayne today because he hasn't necessarily seen this yet.
And I'm so excited.
Right, you get to see a brand new fit today because this is a new prosthesis today for Dwayne that he hasn't seen yet. So I'd like to get that for you.
I can't wait. Oh no. Oh my God. Made it happen, people. Yes, sir.
And this is literally hot off the press. We just did it today. You're welcome, bud. You're welcome.
Oh God.
Right. So this is Dwayne's prosthesis, and what we have we've had to make a few different sockets as far as that goes for his residual limb. He has what they would say is only 2 inches of femur, so everybody's treated him like a hip dysartic or a hemipelvectomy, which would consist of a bucket, meaning the socket would go all the way around his body, and he would have a hip joint. And it's unfunctional type prosthesis. So this is considered a training prosthesis for Dwayne as far as learning to stand up again, learning to walk. And we have a couple other knees, hydraulic knee systems that are automatically enhanced knees with just pressure on the toe. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and finish and put this together and get him up.
So as you see out there, it can happen. So all you have to do is get out of these chairs, look for the right people, and don't give up hope. Remember, statistics and numbers are only statistics and numbers. You're number 1. Treat yourself like number 1.
As Dwayne and Mike stressed, it takes a concerned and dedicated team to make it happen. After searching for years, the LeForge family has found that in their own immediate area in West Branch, with Prosthetic Orthopedics and Mike's team, less than 10 miles from their front door.
At first, what we have to do is we have to align this prosthesis.
And then when I had problems with
Meaning when he first stands on this, it may not, be aligned or line up. So that's why we have all the adjustments, is to align it. And it's a little more difficult with him because he's been in a chair for so long that he's gotten what we would call a hip flexion contraction, some different things. His soft tissue tendons and ligaments, they're not as lengthened as you and I from getting up and walking every day. But he's really been working on that quite a bit in therapy, and he's come a long ways. What we're going to do is just trim the inside, the medial wall down for his groin area, because this is a first fit socket, so we leave what you call the shelf a little longer. Pretty much ready? Dwayne was having some issues as far as his knee goes. He doesn't necessarily, what all happened in here? No kneecap, is it right?
There's no kneecap, they broke this bone here and tied the tendon that makes your leg bend and put it through there and hooked it together, and that's what makes my knee move.
He has a lot of knee instability. This leg would give out on him, which was just another obstacle, excuse me, that we had to go through. So this is a pretty high-tech individual brace. This has a manual locking mechanism, but this brace is a lock. So when his leg is in full extension, it will not buckle. It can't buckle. It's locked. As he progresses forward and puts weight on the toe, it's 100% free. Okay, which so now you can't even tell it has a lock in it. The only time that will function is if his other leg is bearing weight, is when this will unload and this will free. So during stance, when he takes a step, this leg will swing out, lock, go into plantar flexion. He's 100% stable during weight bearing. Okay, then when it unloads, so he doesn't really have to accommodate or do anything different other than try to walk perfect for that to work, function. Okay.
You want me to tilt or anything?
Nope, I want you to stay just like there. Normally we're on a table when we do this, or a bench or a bed. Okay.
How you doing? Good.
Wow, dude, that fits awesome.
I'm happy as a kid at Christmas.
Tight. Are you ready, Dustin? You want to come over here? I'll do this side. Okay, Dwayne. You do your thing and just go ahead and stand up. 1, 2.
Let me do it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Equal weight on both. That looks pretty good right there. Can you get in a comfortable position? You want this walker forward? Hang on there, Dwayne. When you stand, how does the socket feel? Does this feel a little snugger than the last one?
Oh, yes.
Like you have a lot more control?
Feels like it's part of me.
Does it?
It does, yes.
Okay, and one of the first things that you want to look at, especially when you're aligning a prosthesis, Dwayne he had quite a bit of flexion contraction, so placement of our hardware is crucial, but it's also difficult when you deal with someone like him. And there's things that we go by. It's called a trochanter knee ankle, meaning this knee has to be back or posterior from his weight-bearing line, okay? And it would be your knee, your hip, which is your trochanter, your knee, and your ankle, in order for him to be stable and not have the knee buckle. And he looks great. What I said earlier was that he has that hip flexion contracture, and what that means is his thigh, you and I stand with it straight, his thigh is bent, say, to 20 to 30 degree flexion, so I had to build the prosthesis behind the end of his residual limb, or posterior to what we were doing, in order for him to be stable so that his leg isn't in front of him and keep buckling. No hands, eh? Okay.
You know I'm arrogant.
What I'd like you to do is just kind of take a few steps for us that way, if you can. Let me get here. Good job.
And I go.
Nice, Dwayne.
So
nice.
You out there can make it happen too, and don't forget, you're number one. Don't forget.
Dwayne, this is it. I am so proud of you.
I'm so
Me
proud
too.
of making everybody
I
here.
am so proud of you.
This is such a gift.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by 33 Motorsports Park, family racing fun for all ages and skill levels. 3 tracks located on M33 in Oscoda County. Come watch or join in the action all year long. Developed for motorcycles, quads, UTVs, and snowmobiles. 33 Motorsports Park. You'll find delicious food and fun at Timber Steakhouse, East County Line Road, South Branch, Michigan. You'll find delicious steaks, pizza, and a full menu with the best food in the north. Enjoy the fine food and karaoke fun at Timber Steakhouse, County Line Road, South Branch. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. Randy's Restaurant and Bakery, downtown Rose City. Freshly baked daily, cookies, breads, pastries, donuts, homemade pies, and more. Randy's has a full menu to tackle the heartiest appetite, including pizza and hand-dipped ice cream. Taste the freshness and savor the good times at Randy's, downtown Rose City. On last week's show, we introduced you to Pinconning, Michigan inventor Justo Zarazua, who designed, developed, and personally marketed a new and improved aquatic weed eliminator called the Weed Gator, simple enough for a child to use. We were introduced to Justo and the Weed Gator by fellow inventor and friend Tom Simon of the Poultry Pal. Tom and Justo worked together in sharing and networking to get their ideas and inventions to the marketplace. We reconnected with Tom at Justo's home recently when we not only saw the Weed Gator in action, but also had the opportunity to experience Tom's new outdoor barbecue invention, the Grill and Pal. The Grill and Pal is designed to prevent dangerous grill flare-ups by diverting excess grease and oils away from hot coals and open flames. It also makes for a more healthful way of cooking favorite meats as well as vegetables on the barbecue grill. Today, we were in for a treat as Tom invited us to experience the Grill and Pal firsthand.
Barry, these are Reuben brats from one of the meat markets here in Bay City called Meats and More, and these other brats are from Jack's Market. And as you know, when you're grilling, for most people, grilling brats is about the worst type of thing, that once the casing splits, you've got nothing but fire. And this product has been designed to channel that grease into the front and be able to remove it with simply a paper towel. This will prevent that grease from going into your burners on some even your more expensive grills will have problems with fires and flare-ups. And this product has been designed to do that. and we're going to cook primarily with the grill closed. So I got two different type of brats. These are the Reuben brats. These are the beer brats from Jack's Fruit Market in Meat Market in Bay City, Saginaw and Midland. And these are seasoned chicken breasts. And the size of this unit, Barry, is 17 inches long by 12 inches wide. It's what I call its family size, so it's designed to hold quite a bit of food for the average family. So what we're going to do is now, Barry, that we have our food equally spaced on the Grill and Pal, we've got our fire on, we're just going to simply close the grill.
There you go.
And we wait. About 8 minutes per side. You're going to cook with the grill closed. You're going to save time because it's going to cook faster because you're cooking with the grill closed. You're not worried about the fire and the flare-ups. So this is designed to cook with a lower temperature of fire than what you may be used to. And then simply observe the grease. If it starts to build up in the front, we'll remove that with a paper towel and a tongs. That'll keep the grease out of your grill and stop the fires. Keep your grill clean. Now you can see the excess grease comes down here. If we start to see some of that excess grease, Barry, we don't want that going into your grill. So simply what we're going to do is take a folded up paper towel or napkin, and we're just going to simply dab the excess grease out of there, and again close the grill because we're not going to be worried about fires and flare-ups. And you're going to get the grilled flavor. You're going to get the grilled sear marks. You can even do bacon on this, Barry. Of course, you're going to have a lot of grease. I'm going to be putting recipes and some different applications on my website as we develop those, and the friends of the Grill and Pal develop the recipes and send them to me. I'd be happy to add them to the website and share with fellow fans of the Grill and Pal. Now look how nice and seared that is. Brats are the worst. Once the casing of the brat split open, then that grease and juice is going into your burners. That's what's causing your fire. And you'll notice that these are going to stay intact because of the evenness of the heat, the fact that this unit is made out of food-grade stainless steel, and it allows that to sear evenly on both sides. Chicken breasts, the same thing. These are very thick chicken breasts, so and these are done. There'll be so much juice in these brats because if they don't split open, all the juice and the flavor stays in the brat. And you can see that is just simmering. And look at that golden crisp on there. And these will be some of the juiciest chicken breasts you've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Every grill is a little bit different, so. But again, you're going to cook on a lower temperature. You're going to cook evenly, and you're going to cook with the grill closed. These are the beer brats. These are the Reuben brats. And a couple of nice-sized chicken breasts. So as you can see, it holds a lot of food. Let's eat.
And that's exactly what we did. Joined by Justo, my grandson Joe, and our own Johnny on the spot, John Skidmore. We can always depend on inventor Tom Simon of Bay City to keep the taste of Michigan on the front burner through his Poultry Pal and now the Grill and Pal. Thanks, Tom. Hey, thanks for joining us on this edition of Michigan Magazine. It's been a great pleasure indeed. We'll see you here next week on RFD or Ustream.tv or MichiganMagazine.com as we explore Michigan's highways and byways. Together we'll discover and visit the inspired and inspirational. You'll be amazed at the impact Michigan has had and is having in the nation as well as the world. Our people, our places, and events are second to none. And don't forget, you can experience some of the adventures we've experienced on the show at our museum, located in Oscoda County. That's in northeast Lower Michigan, just south of Cummins and north of Fairview on M33. It's already been a summer full of events at the museum with our yard sale and our tribal gathering. Coming up next is our Bigfoot Bash and Conference happening the last days of July. That's right around the corner. At this event, we have some astounding discoveries to share with you about the possible existence of this big fellow. With new prints and sightings recorded near our museum, we have a full roster of speakers and presenters with a roundtable open discussion planned with skeptics and believers invited to attend. The event and parking are free. Don't forget, our Civil War encampment is also scheduled in September. For more information on upcoming events, you can phone 989-848-2246 or visit us online at MichiganMagazine.com. We wish you and your family a wonderful Michigan summer and invite each and every one to gather around the TV set. Rest resting assured that what you'll see here on Michigan Magazine and RFD TV is as family-friendly as you'll get. Full of excitement and inspiration, TV you can relate to and count on to promote the true family spirit, what we like to refer to as the spirit of Michigan. From one-handed drummers to up-and-coming young artists breaking into the music business, you'll catch the spirit here. From crafters to artists, from folk to fine, come along with us each week. I'm Barry Stutzman, inviting you back here next week for another edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Canyon's Lakeside Resort and Marina, located on the shores of beautiful Sage Lake. Get away to their newly remodeled, beautiful bed and breakfast, or their historic 13-room hotel. Special events and activities for all ages. Call now or go online for more information on this Michigan treasure. Rose City Drug, just south of the Rose City city limits at 2640 North M33, featuring a state-of-the-art, completely automated and extremely accurate computer-filled prescription process.
Here at Rose City Drug, we're a family-owned and operated for over 20 years. We offer fast and friendly service. We always take the extra step to make sure your needs are fulfilled.
Tri-Point Connections, a church connecting to God, people, and community. Tri-Point Connections invites you to rediscover church in a relaxed, refreshing atmosphere. Join us Saturdays for fellowship and worship. Discount Foods Downtown Mayo. Find national name brand foods and merchandise at sharply discounted prices. Shop the smart way and please the family without breaking the budget. Discount Foods Downtown Mayo.